Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about Memoir of a Snail, and this movie is directed by Adam Elliott, the same director as Mary and Max from 2009, and this movie came out in 2024, and I really loved this movie. It's a stop-motion animated film, much like Mary and Max, and it has kind of a similar structure to Mary and Max, and definitely a similar feel, and this is Adam Elliott's feature film that he directed after Mary and Max, 15 years, if you can believe that. And there's a ton to love about this movie. Like the animation, I really love, and there's lots of style and personality to it. And I also really love in the opening credits, we see all these different things that look like props in the movie, just in the background, or possibly. And as the movie goes along, I started to notice, hey, these things are actually in the movie, and they kind of do play a part in the story. And that's stuff I really enjoyed. I like the characters in this movie a lot. I was really attached to each and every single one of them, or at least the likable ones. And even the ones that I didn't like as much, they were written that way intentionally. And I really enjoyed the humor in this movie. I thought it was pretty funny when it was trying to be funny. And when this movie was trying to be sad, it was very successful at being that. And overall, this film really did hit the emotions that it was trying to. I thought the acting was really great from everyone. I didn't feel as though anyone was doing a poor job at any point. This movie does kind of have somewhat of a similar structure to Mary and Max. Not that that's a bad thing, but it just made me think of that. It didn't take me out of the movie. It just made me think, yeah, this is probably just what the director likes to do, and I feel as though this movie did enough on its own to make it its own thing and not just a repeat of his previous movies, so that was nice to see. There's some parts in this movie that I found to be genuinely satisfying and heartwarming and endearing that I really loved, and the second half of this movie is really what I loved this movie, and really made me realize I love actually everything that I'm seeing, and I was never bored at any point. This movie is like the perfect runtime, an hour and a half, and it doesn't waste any time, and it's just always with likable characters and an interesting story, lots of things going on. It doesn't waste a 1 second of that runtime, and overall it was just really enjoyable for me. And keep in mind, if you do decide to watch this movie, and I don't think this is a spoiler, but this is kind of a sad movie because it's dealing with a lot of adult themes in this movie. And this is not at all a kid's movie. I'm just going to get that clear. This movie is rated R. There's nudity. There's swearing in it. But I didn't find any of that distracting. It just felt authentic to me in terms of how characters were behaving in this film. In terms of issues that I had with the movie, they were very minimal. I just felt as though that the ending went on for a bit too long for my liking, and also there was one line of dialogue that I wished wasn't in the movie at all, because it kind of ruined what eventually happened in the film. I'm not going to say what it is, because if I do say it, it'll spoil the movie, but I will just say that there was one line that I wished was not in the movie at all. But in terms of complaints that I have with this movie, like, that's it. I thought it was an emotional ride, and this is honestly a movie that I could show to anyone, and they'll probably at the very least enjoy it. Like, I can't really see anyone watching this movie and not liking it, or at least anyone that I know personally. And also, if you like Mary and Max, then you should have no trouble enjoying this movie as well. And this movie is sad, but at times it is kind of bittersweet, which I did like. And none of this felt as though it was clashing against the film. And because of that, I was just happy that nothing in this movie that it was doing worked against itself, really. Or at least as far as the tone is concerned. And I would highly recommend that you check this movie out. I don't know how available it is for you to watch at the moment. I'm hoping that it gets some recognition at the Oscars. I know it got nominated for a Golden Globe. Didn't win, though, unfortunately, but I really love this movie. It's one of my favorites of the year, so check it out whenever you get the chance. And with all that being said, I'm going to give Memoir of a Snail, a 10 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos as always. If you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below your thoughts of Memoir of a Snail, and my social media links. They will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for DD, if I pronounced that correctly. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.